We finally got to hear from Peterbot, and he explained a bunch of different things, including his drama with Clix. Did Higgs just leak that East is coming back, and so much more in today's episode of Clips of the Week. Real quick before this video starts though, please subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. If you guys want to support me even more, far and away the best way to do so is by using code KDOG in the Fortnite item shop. We shout out to people every single video that DM me proof of them using my code. Shout out to these two people on the screen right here. Thank you guys so much for supporting the channel. Without further ado though, let's start this video off with a clip from a Higgs that says, because in January we're going to have to move.
He was like hinting at like a Winter Royale today when I just think there's no way it's gonna happen.
What was he saying?
He was like, there's gonna be some tournaments in December or something, or like he was like, get ready for the December, Fortnite's cooking it up or something. Yeah, I hope he's right, but I just don't want to get my hopes up off that. Hey,
I hope there's nothing in December, because in January we're gonna have to move, or wait, I mean, in January, it's gonna be new season and we're just gonna have to grind. Like December, like,
We're moving in January?
what?
Alright, so obviously this clip was literally everywhere, and this is off the back of Oliver OG talking about the meeting that Clix actually had with Epic Games, and then Clix later went on to say on his stream that some big things are going to be happening in December. We talked about this a lot in a couple of videos ago, so I'm not gonna like build off of anything right there. But the main point that everybody is focusing on is the part where Higgs said, because we're going to have to move in January. And a lot of people think that this is Higgs hinting at that he knows some insider information and that East could be coming back as soon as January, which is technically the start of the next chapter. Well, I guess the next chapter is going to be starting in December, but then FNCS won't be around till either the end of January or early February. So this would make sense if the servers are going to be completely changing, that you would be moving sometime around early January during that Christmas break that Fortnite goes on. Am I going to say that this is like 1000% confirmation that East is going to come back? No, I don't think so. And even me personally, I still don't think that there's necessarily that high of a chance that East is going to be coming back as soon as like the beginning of chapter 7. It just doesn't make much sense for them to do that if they haven't already announced it yet. I know that Fortnite never really likes to give people that much heads up in terms of some big things, but like I was just saying, since next chapter is literally next month, I feel like Fortnite has to announce that if they are going to go back to East, they're either gonna have to announce it at the beginning of next season, and even then I still feel like it's not that much time for a lot of these pros to have to leave their leases of the places that they currently live in to move all the way to the East Coast. Like, moving is not a fast process at all, and at the end of the day we could all just be misinterpreting this clip and he could just be talking about something completely different. But I did want to show it since I did think it was something interesting, and I've seen a lot of people actually talking about it. Let's talk about Peterbot actually talking about him and Clix's relationship and how he doesn't hold back during tournament time versus him.
Wait, have you ever versed Clix in like a tournament? You gotta like run up against each other. Who wins? Who wins?
Yes, one.
Oh, say on God.
Yeah, I keyed him game 6 day 1.
Wait, do you guys have beef? Or no? Like, is it like low key? Like, is it like?
No, there's no beef, but there's no beef. But in tournament season, there's all beef. It's like,
oh, I like that. I like that.
Thing is, I'm cool with everyone, but like when the tournaments are around, bro, like, I'm shit talking everyone.
Exactly. Get in there. Anything by any means necessary.
Yeah. This was such a random conversation for him to be having when he was actually literally playing and streaming Valorant. But it does pretty much just take you inside of the mind of Peter and show you his perspective on things. And for Peter, who is a person that all of the Clix fans think that Peter just absolutely hates Clix, it shows that it is, at the end of the day, just a competitive thing. And Peter is always going to be playing to win. And if somebody like Clix is in his way, he is going to do whatever it takes to stop him. I think also just hearing him talk about the game still shows that even though right now he's not necessarily playing tournaments or anything like that, he still does have passion for competing and being the best. He does just need a little break right now, but even just throughout the rest of his stream also, when they were talking, just the way that Peter was talking about competing, he still seems like there is a lot that he wants to accomplish. And that is why I don't really see how there's any negatives of him necessarily not taking this season as serious. Literally, with me saying all of that, here is also a clip of him 1v1ing Faxity after not playing the game for a literal week.
I have fucking gear up open, so Who's Clix's squad? Is it a Clix XL?
Yeah, I literally, by the way, just so you know, I had to put them together. You haven't played the game my ass, by the way. Okay.
I'm the best player to ever touch the game. Obviously, I'm not going to get washed in 6 days, bro.
So, I mean, yeah, literally as he says at the end of this clip right here, he's not going to get washed in a week. He's not going to get washed in a month. He could be a little bit rusty to start off chapter 7, but once Peter is back in his full grind mode, it's going to be hard to stop him. And I feel like a lot of people are literally forgetting that less than 2 weeks ago now, he quite literally won the biggest solo tournament that we have had in years. I'm saying all of this to say that I think Peter is going to be just fine at the end of the day. Let's show a clip of Clix and Higgs explaining how bad Iamzo affected their vibes and mental near the end of their time playing together.
Isn't it just so refreshing? Like,
Yeah.
I can't lie though. Like, when we played trios and that shit started happening, my vibes were shot.
Bro, why did it actually feel like it actually felt like how it felt like I don't know how to explain it. It felt
Bro, because you were being weird.
What do you mean?
You just stopped like talking. Like, it's a you thing. Like, you just stopped being yourself. I'm not joking.
I stopped being myself around Iamzo, you think?
Mm-hmm. I'm not joking. You started muting your mic like when we were on the call. Like, we never mute. That's so I'm true though.
I wonder why.
Yeah, I mean, like, the end of Clix, Iamzo, and Higgs was literally a night and day difference compared to when they first formed together. Like, at the very end in, like, Season 3 and Globals and all that sort of stuff, when they were muting comms and they were pretty much struggling every single tournament, you could tell it just seemed like there was a negative vibe going on at the entire time. Everybody seemed just upset and mad at each other, and that is the thing when you are especially locked into teammates for the entire year. Luckily for Clix and Higgs, it happened at the end of them playing together compared to the beginning, but I'm curious on how much we are going to see that happen again in duos now, since there is only one person that you're playing with instead of two. And say one duo has a super good season 1, able to make the global championships, and then after that they just hate playing with each other, but they still have to stick with each other for the next 3 seasons in the rest of the year. It's why chemistry and playing with teammates that you enjoy playing with can be seen at times as more important than just building teams based off of pure skill, because you have to remember these guys are basically the people that you are going to be spending every single day with. And so I'm interested to see on how many teams get built off of more of the vibe aspect compared to just pure skill now. Let's show probably the biggest 1v1 that we had of the entire week, and it was Black Boy Max ending up beating Clix in a 1v1 where Clix got a 99 kill lead to 100. I did not expect this at all. I'm going to show both perspectives of it and then give my own thoughts about it.
What is that? What is that? Everything just froze. Everything just froze. Everything just froze. What is that? What? What? What is that? What is that?
Now, I see a lot of different things between people saying that Clix's PC froze right before he died, but from Max's POV, it looks like he hit him for 185, and then obviously you guys know if you just spray at a wall, you will be able to get some bleed shot through, and he was able to do just that with his AR. Clix was getting a little bit overconfident going for the pickaxe play on Max, and Max was able to make him pay. It did definitely look weird from Clix's perspective, but I think that this wasn't Clix's like PC freezing, and he legit just got shot through his staircase with an AR bullet. Do I think if Clix was like 1000% trying every single round, not going for pickaxe plays, could he have beaten Max in a 99 kill lead to 100? Yes, obviously. Max is literally not a Fortnite player at all. If Clix was playing like how Peter played when he was 1v1ing wrong, I think a lot of us can agree that Clix would have won. But that's just the thing with getting a little bit over cocky at times, is it doesn't always go your way. And this time, Clix unfortunately was on the receiving end of a pretty bad loss to Max. All right, we all know that Peter was in his little streaming grind phase like over the last couple of months. He streamed for like over 3 weeks straight, and he actually ended up leaking how much he made in just 4 weeks of streaming.
I don't know.
Wait, okay, can you leak something? What makes you more, streaming? Like if you were to stream 8 hours a day every day, no days off, or
bro, I made
become a Fortnite
bro,
champ?
I made 100K out of streaming, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
In that little time, bro. Like,
yeah,
no, the tournaments don't even matter. Like the streaming literally made me like 100K in like 4 weeks. It was actually broken.
The question that always gets brought up when Peter talks about like how much he makes when he was streaming, literally just like opens tournaments, or even he did stream a couple of finals, is how much would he make if he streamed a grand finals for 12 out of 12 games, especially him playing with Pollo again. Most of us could probably agree that he would have like far and away the most viewers out of anybody else that is streaming. And especially if he's doing good, which I mean, a lot of us could probably assume that he's going to be doing good. How much money would he actually make off of stream? Peter also, I'm pretty sure, does run max ads on his stream, so he definitely is making more than other people that average around the same amount of viewers as him, which I think Peter averaged around over 10K viewers for this time. But it is also just pretty insane that Peter basically won FNCS and placed like top 2 in another one, basically off of 4 weeks of streaming tournaments that didn't even matter. He has even said himself multiple times though that he doesn't need the money, and if he ever did, he knows that he can simply just hit the go live button and he'll be able to make thousands of dollars. And so I don't really see him wanting to stream big tournaments next year like FNCS, and especially if he's not enjoying the game in general, I don't know how much he's even gonna want to stream the game. But at the same time, Pollo's contract with M8 did get renewed for all of 2026, and Nikoff is going to be watching the Pollo POV, so Peter is still going to be on a stream whether he likes it or not. So I don't really see much downside of him streaming if Pollo's gonna have to stream everything, but I guess we're just gonna have to wait and see what happens. Next up, let's show a clip of Booga saying that he would say no to Agers if he asked him to duo.
Okay, on God I am too. You wouldn't play with Agers if he asked you to duo or squad or duo.
No, I wouldn't. No.
Yeah, cap.
No, I can't. No, I would
Cap.
never. Can't.
Why? What?
Now, I don't know how much I necessarily believe Booga here and how much he's even just like trolling in general, but I saw this comment that was interesting, and it says, I mean, he would say yes, but Agers would 100% drop him if he got better options, so there would be no point of Booga dropping Donnie for him. And that is definitely a very good perspective on this. Is obviously, since right now Agers doesn't have a duo, if Agers asked Booga to duo, then it wouldn't really make much sense for Booga to say no for the short term. But for the long-term perspective of it, do we really think that Agers is not going to get any better options than Booga for the next like year plus at this point? I would have to say that I think he probably will. And so it probably is just better for Booga to stick with Donnie, build up that chemistry, and hope that they can improve together as a duo, instead of taking the risk of playing with a teammate that could literally drop you next week. And then finally, let's show a clip of Peter saying that he is going to be getting completely off the internet after he is done with Fortnite.
Peter, what's after Fortnite? Are you gonna go pro in Valorant or no?
Yeah, he can.
Yeah, you could do that.
Yeah, he can go pro in Valorant. Yes.
I'm gonna be retired by then. Off the fucking internet.
No, man.
I'm just off the internet after I'm done with Fortnite.
I mean, Peter's the type of person that literally changes his mind every single week, I feel like. Last week he was talking about how he wants to go pro in Valorant after he retires in Fortnite, and now he's saying that he just wants to get completely off the internet. I mean, hey, if Peter just streams for these next couple of years, wins a couple more FNCSs, he already has over $1 million in earnings, and if he's gonna continue to just build off of that, then there's no reason why he should ever have to work again after he retires from Fortnite. But it is pretty interesting to see what a lot of these pros plans are to actually do after they are calling it quits on Fortnite. We have to remember at the end of the day though, Peter's literally like 18 years old. Queasy just won his first ever global championship at 23. So if we're saying Peter can still compete for 5 more years at the highest level, then I don't think he's gonna be leaving anytime soon. Other than that though, remember, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new, as we do try our best to upload daily competitive content for you guys. I have to admit, probably not going to be daily videos in the month of November, since it is a mini season and there's not like a crazy amount of content. We are still though going to be trying to upload as much as we possibly can, so make sure you guys turn on notifications so you don't miss any future videos. Please just go K-Dog in the Fortnite item shop if you guys want to support me even more. YouTube says I'm doing 2 videos up on the screen right now, so go check them out if you guys haven't already. Thank God for another day. God bless you guys, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out.